Hello guys, today is Thursday, October 28th, and I'm going to take you through today's learning folder. For our task 1 warm-up for today, you are not doing first chapter Thursday. Instead, it says watch instructional video, which is what you're doing right now. In task 2, study personal narrative intro. It's just follow along as your teacher tells you about personal narrative essays. So today marks where we begin our personal narrative unit. A personal narrative is where we are telling personal stories or narratives about ourselves. Task 3, create personal narrative brainstorming. We are going to open the attachment in Notability, and we will complete step 1 for today. So open this in Notability. And you should be where I am now. If you need to pause this video at any time, you can pause the video and then continue where you left off once you are caught up. So we should now be in Notability going over that attached PDF. So this is narrative writing and understanding structure, day 1. What is the purpose of narrative writing? So purpose is why. Why do we do personal narratives? It's writing to tell a story. It focuses on a person, place, or experience. It relates an event or an experience to a theme or lesson. It's typically a less formal type of writing compared to an expository. Narrative writing can be fiction or nonfiction. It's told in first-person point of view. Okay, so we're telling a story about a person, place, or experience. Relates to an event, could be teaching, could be like about a theme or a lesson. It's a less formal than like an expository essay because we're telling a story. And it's told in first-person point of view, so that means we're using I, me, or my, which makes sense because this is a personal story. We have 2 prompt options for this assignment. Write about a time you learned a lesson, or write about a memorable experience with a friend. So at this moment, you are choosing one of these prompts to write about. If you want to pause the video so you can think about it, you may, and then continue where you left off. I am going to choose the first prompt. Write about a time you learned a lesson. Once you've chosen your prompt, make sure that you highlight or circle which one so that I know which prompt you're answering. And then we're going to go to step 1, brainstorm. In step 1, brainstorm, it says that we're going to choose our prompt and we're going to focus ideas that answer the prompt. Well, we've chosen our prompt, so now we have to focus ideas that answer our prompt. So we have to come up with 4 to 6 prompt ideas. This is called a circle map. As you can see, it represents 2 circles. In the inside circle, we're going to write down what prompt we chose. So my prompt is, write about a time I learned a lesson. Okay, a lesson. Write about a time I learned a lesson. All right, so I need to come up with 4 to 6 different ideas. Let me change colors here. Okay, so I'm thinking back to my own life, and I need to think of 4 times, at least 4 times, where I learned a lesson. So I can talk about when I learned that it was okay to be different than others. This happened in middle school, so I can write about a story from middle school. Okay. 2. I can write about a time when I learned how important it was to tell the truth. This event happened when I was in high school with some of my friends. Okay. I can write about the time when I learned how to be more outgoing and social, because I used to be super, super shy when I was younger, but this was more when I got to college. I can write about that story. But maybe I don't want anything like too serious, and I don't want to go too personal. So maybe I can write about the time when I learned how to play the ukulele, because that's still a lesson that I learned. Okay, so now I have 4 different ideas. So what you're going to do now is you're going to spend the rest of class coming up with your 4 to 6 brainstorming ideas. If you have any questions while you are brainstorming, feel free to ask your substitute, or you can send me an email. When you are finished and your brainstorming looks like mine, you have your prompt written down and you have your 4 ideas written down, you are going to turn this in. So other apps, you're going to share this note into Schoology. And the assignment is called Task number 4, share sample essay. Is that all right? Okay.